WhatsApp chat, which shows prior planning and deliberate targeting by the accused. Expert and investigative testimony, which will prove the broadcast, transmission, and deliberate amplification of these obscene remarks online. Each piece of evidence will fit into a single clear narrative that the accused weaponized their position of authority and their platform to degrade, humiliate, and objectify women, knowing fully the impact it will have on their lives and on public morality. By the conclusion of this trial, we will have shown beyond a reasonable doubt that the accused did not merely cross a line of decency, they erased it for profit and publicity. The prosecution will ask this honorable court to hold them accountable, to uphold the dignity of women, and to reform that the freedom of expression can never be a license to degrade. With this, the council concludes its opening statement.
I now request the defense to start with their opening statement.
The council seeks permission to start with the opening statement. Greetings to the honorable bench. The council seeks permission to address the bench collectively as your lordships. Warm greetings to the members of the honorable bench, counsel of the defense, counsel of the prosecution, and all members present in the honorable court today. May it please the court today in the matter of State of Maharashtra versus Sukhi Malhotra. I, Speaker 1, will be delivering the opening statement while also conducting the examination in chief. And my co-counsel will be conducting cross-examination along with closing statement. Your Honor, the council has humble pleasure to stand before this honorable court in the instant matter of State of Maharashtra versus Sukhi Malhotra. The council has approached the court against fake charges levied on my client. This case is built not on facts of crime, but on fragments of perception. This is alleged as harassment. What is alleged as harassment and obscenity was in fact a consensual satirical performance filmed in a controlled environment on a subscription platform with contestants who are fully aware of the format of the show. Referring the memorial, page 8, that is Statement of Facts, Indiana's Got Blatant is a satirical parody show launched in the year 2024 on Ustream, paid adult-only platform, your lordships, never public or aimed at minors. Contestants including Riya Singh and Manu Sharma participated voluntarily, fully briefed about the roast-style format. Written waivers and verbal consent were obtained. Participants acknowledged possible roast humor. After filming, courtesy debriefs confirmed no discomfort or objections. Participants agreed to airing the episode. The remarks were parody, mutual banter, and comic exaggeration, not intended to insult, and there was no malicious intentions involved. Social media outrage arose only from short, contextless clips misinterpreting the consensual context of the entire show. Producers acted responsibly, withdrew episodes, issued clarification, and refunded the tickets, and checked participants' well being as well. At the same time, the intent was comedic and consensual, never defamatory or criminal. The prosecution has evoked Section 294 of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 79 of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and 67 of Information Technology Act. The defense will show that each of these charges are misplaced and falsely levied on my clients. Section 294 BNS that talks about obscenity in public place. The law punishes obscene acts done in or near a public place. Here, the show was streamed behind a paywall on Ustream, not a public place, your lordships. Only consenting subscribers could access it, and nobody else. Section 79 of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita that talks about sexual harassment. This provision criminalizes unwelcoming, non consensual sexual remarks, but in this case, the contestant signs waiver agreement and gave informed consent to roast style humor. There was no force or coercion applied to them to sign the waiver agreements. There was full will and consent for signing the waiver agreements. Section 67 of Information Technology Act talks about publishing or transmitting obscene material online. For this to apply here, the material must be obscene and made available to the public at large. Here, it was restricted to the consenting adults only in a private platform. It was not provided to public at large, but it was restricted to a certain audience who are willingly giving their consent to watch the show. The evidence will show that the participants enjoyed the show, laughed with the judges, and left the stage smiling. Outrage arose only when the isolated clips were spreading on social media without context, Your Lordship. I would repeat, without context. The law is not the servant of outrage, Your Lordships. It protects consent, context, and expression. By the end of this trial, with the help of two witnesses who are defense witness 2 Rajveer Batliwala and defense witness 4 Zaid Ibrahim will prove that the accused are not criminals, but the artists who are caught in the storm of misunderstanding and nothing else, Your Lordships. Thank you.
Now the prosecution side may now begin with their examination chief of all their witnesses.
Counsel seeks permission to proceed with the examination on chief. Now I request prosecution witness Manu Sharma.
Yes.
Manu Sharma. Um, these statements by you are these said by you only?
Yes, they are.
Lordship, counsel requests to please mark this statement mentioned on Annexure 2 as a exhibit number 1.
Sure.
Manu, can you please introduce yourself to the court?
Surely. My name is Manu Sharma and I am 28 years old. And recently I participated as a contestant on Indiana's Got Blatant, which was recorded on 25th December and which aired on 1st Jan.
What made you participate in this show?
I have been a continuous fan of Mr. Sukhi Malhotra, and I watched this show which when it was first aired, and I wanted to showcase my talent and gain future opportunities.
How are you related to this case?
I was a contestant, and my show was aired on 1st Jan, which received much public humiliation after it was released, and the clips were very degrading and shameful.
Can you please walk us through the day of your performance?
On the day of my performance, I was really excited as and encouraged to showcase my talent and my confidence. I have been a trained singer for a long period of time, and I wanted to showcase my singing on the stage. But the reviews which I got from the judges were entirely based on my appearance, and they continuously insulted me on the stage. It was really shameful, humiliating, and my dignity was attacked by the judges continuously. Even the audience were laughing at me.
What happened after your performance ended?
After my performance ended, I was left with a feeling of shatteredness, and all the confidence which I had acquired was shattered, and my hard work was diminished. My future dreams of becoming famous and getting a stable life in the further future were all shattered, and even my family suffered from the humiliation.
What happened thereafter?
Thereafter, after the public humiliation and after the public humiliation and constructive shamefulness and slut shaming, which was directly upon me and my family, my father was removed from his job and he was a sole earner and he was forced to stay at home. My family was not able to go out in the society, and me and my family all together were having a really hard time.
What steps did you take afterwards?
Afterwards, when the recording aired on the show Ustream, I immediately filed an FIR with the police, and I wanted to get justice for myself, and I wanted to get away from this public humiliation and clear my name.
Manu, this is the FIR you filed.
Yes, it is.
Lordship, council requests you to mark this statement mentioned on
Recording in
Annex
progress.
1 as a exhibit number 2. Lordship, council requests you to please mark this statement mentioned on annexure number 1 as exhibit number 2.
Allowed, please. Go ahead.
Now, council request to proceed with the second witness of the prosecution.
Sure. Please proceed further.
Ayushi,
Yes, hello.
hello Ayushi. Can you please introduce yourself to the court?
Yes, my name is Ayushi Kala. I'm 27 years old.
How are you related to this case?
On 25th December 2024, I was present as an audience member at the show India's Got Talent.
What did you observe during the whole show?
Instead of what I was expecting comedy, what I witnessed was public shaming. Boundaries were crossed again and again. It showed me how normalized it has become to degrade women for laughs, which I found both wrong and disturbing. Also, the judges pestered the complainants to answer the questions, and they clearly very uncomfortable.
What kind of questions were asked to the complainants?
Derogatory and not related to their performance. Instead of keeping it playful, the judges started making derogatory comments about their personal life.
How did the complainants react to those questions?
They were like they tried to smile, but obvious it was very obvious that it was forced. They were you could see that they were very uncomfortable, even though they were still smiling outwardly.
How was the atmosphere inside the hall after the exchanges?
At the starting, the atmosphere was fun, light, everyone was clapping, enjoying, hooting. But as the evening progressed, things began to change and it felt very uncomfortable.
What reactions or discussions did you observe in your circle or the social media?
That how people were slut shaming the girls and how people were calling her names, and we all felt bad as two women went to the show just for fun were subjected to such ridicule.
Objection, Your Lordship's leading question, feeding the witness.
What is your objection? Can you please come again? Your voice is breaking.
Your Lordship, it's a leading question. The counsel is feeding the witness.
I think it has already been very clear. So I'm not thinking that is a leading question. Can you please go proceed further?
Okay, Lordships.
Council concludes, the council is done with the chief examination.
Sure. So on the defense, you would like to cross?
Yes, Lordships.
Please proceed further and cross-examination allowed.
The council seeks permission to call the prosecution witness number 2 for the cross-examination.
Okay, granted. Permission granted.
Manu, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Is it true to state that you came to the show voluntarily and wanted to get famous?
Can you please repeat the last statement?
Is it true to state that you came to the show voluntarily and wanted to get famous?
Yes, it is true. I wanted to get famous and I came to the show
Sorry for the
introduced.
interruption. Mr. Council, can you please come closer to the instrument? Your voice is very
Is
low,
it
and
audible now,
can you
my
please
lord?
speak little louder so that I
Okay,
can understand?
okay, okay, okay. I will. I will.
Yes, it is true that I came to the show voluntary and I wanted to become famous, but it does not mean that it is true that I wanted to be publicly humiliated.
Okay. I put to you that before performing, you signed a waiver agreement, knowing the nature of the show. Yes or no?
Yes, I signed the waiver contract.
I am just asking the answer in yes or no. Don't explain until I ask. Is it true to state that after your performance, you went backstage to your sister Akansha and expressed the joy that your manifestation had worked?
Yes, I
Yes
did
or
tell
no?
her that.
I put to you that you were jumping with excitement and told your sister that no one can stop me from being famous now. Yes or no?
No.
Point to be noted, my lord. Is it true to state that after the show ended, you went out happily with your sister to eat at the restaurant?
Yes, I went out to eat with my sister, but I did not went out happily.
I put to you that no point that evening did you tell your sister that you felt humiliated after the show?
I never told my relative that I was feeling humiliated at that point of time.
Point to be noted, your lordship. I put to you that your reaction at the time of show, where you were not actually offended during the show, but later change your stand. Yes or no?
No, I was offended during the show.
Okay, your lordship, as I'm finished with my first witness, and now I would like to call. Thank you, Manu. Now, now I
You
would
have done
like
with
to
your
call.
cross examination with the
No, no,
prosecution
no,
witness,
no,
Manu?
no, no. I would like to call Ayushi Kalra for cross examination.
No.
Prosecution.
Okay. Please call her.
Manu, Ayushi, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Is it true to state that you were only a member of the audience, not contestant or a judge?
Yes, I was only an audience.
I put to you that as an audience member, you had no direct involvement in the performance.
Yes,
Is it true to state that you yourself continued to sit through the entire show and did not walk out despite claiming it was disturbing?
because we were not
Yes or
allowed
no?
to.
Only I want
Yes,
answers only. Okay. I put to you that you were never lost any complaint yourself with the police or organizer but about the show. Yes or no?
yes,
Point to be noted, Your Lordship. Is it true to state that you admitted the audience, including you, was laughing in the beginning and throughout the event? Yes or no?
only at the beginning.
Okay. I put to you that you are assuming the contestants were uncomfortable, but in fact they smiled, responded, and continued performing. Yes or no?
Because I guess they had no other
Yes
choice.
or no? I want answer in yes or no, please.
Yes,
Is it true to state that the contestants themselves never protested, left the stage, or stopped the show?
yes,
Okay. I put to you that that your so-called disturbance was only a personal feeling, not an objective fact. Yes or
no,
no? Okay. Is it true to state that you admitted even other women in the audience did not complain formally, despite exchanging uneasy jokes? Yes or no?
sorry, I had no idea about that.
Okay. I put to you that your testimony today is based more on your personal interpretation and what you later saw on social media rather than on what actually happened in the hall on that particular day. Yes or no?
No,
Okay. With this, thank you, Ayushi.
The defense side may now begin with their cross
May,
examination.
I would like to conclude, Your Lordship. I would
Okay,
like to
okay,
conclude.
okay, okay.
Your Lordship, it is
Please
evident.
conclude. Please conclude.
Your Lordship, it is evident from the Manu Sharma's cross that she was happy throughout the show, and there was no objection during or after the show. But there was excitement and confidence, which proves that things were very normal with her.
Mr. Counsel, how does it relevant that she was happy or she was not happy? She's imbecile or she's intelligent. How does it matter to this case?
As your lordship, and just after the show, if the bench, if the contestant felt any humiliation, it could show on the sign on the face of her, but in the instant case.
You're talking about occasion, cause, and effect.
Uh, Your Lordships, there is a direct relevance with the matter of whatever happened on that show. There was no discomfort. There was no discomfort shown by Manu throughout the show. She smiled and she went out to eat with her sister. And after the show as well, there was no discomfort that she conveyed to her sister, that ever during the performance or any time after the show she felt discomfort. She was happy. And even in the debriefs, things were told to them that is everything okay, that anything hurt your feelings and everything of that sort, but nobody questioned at any point of time. So your lordship, it shows in one direction
Recording stopped.
it points in one direction that it flows in very convenient manner, your lordships, that whenever they felt like they have to portray that their right have been infringed, they are doing that, or otherwise they had no objection throughout the show. That is what the relevance that we are putting in front of your lordships.
Objection, Your Lordship. Objection, Your Lordship.
Yes, please.
Your Lordship, as the defense is highly relying upon Manu Sharma's sister. However, she
Who
is
are
not
you? You're a defense lawyer or you're from prosecution? Can you please let me know who are you?
prosecution speaker too.
Sure. Go ahead. Proceed further, please.
Your Lordship, the defense is highly relying upon Manu Sharma's sister's testimony. However, she is not present at this very moment to testify her testimony. So it cannot be admissible at this very point.
Your lordships, this is mentioned in the facts of the case that we have got, so that is why I'm stating it in front of your lordships, because
This very point, so we cannot highly rely upon it.
Please go further. Go further. Okay. Got it. Recorded.
Your lordships, the council seeks permission to call a defense witness to Rajveer Batliwala for examination in chief.
Please call.
Much obliged, your lordships.
Am I
Mr.
audible?
Rajveer, am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. So please introduce yourself to the court.
My name is Rajveer Batliwala, and I'm 31 years old, and I have been judged on many comedy and entertainment shows for past 9 years.
Okay. So could you tell us about...
And he's a witness, right?
Yes,
Yes,
your
ma'am.
lordship.
Okay. Please proceed further.
So could you tell us about the role you were performing on that show in question?
My role was to judge performances and give comments in a funny and entertaining way, and that's how shows usually work. And my feedback matched the format.
Okay. So as you mentioned about giving, like your approach of giving feedback, please elaborate the quote about it.
I was focused on keeping the audience entertained and also keeping the thin line and the thin difference between a comedy and what we call decency. So it was my duty to keep that line maintained, and it was a mix of humor with observation to make a show lively. I never meant to insult anyone. I was just doing my job that day.
Okay. So as you mentioned about your duty, how did you carry out your role that day?
I made funny remarks I to entertain the crowd. Secondly, I also maintained if the show got somewhere hyped, or if I spotted that show has been off the track. So I tried my best to make it to come back as soon as possible.
Okay. So you talked about the intent. Please tell the court about it.
I never intended to insult or hurt anyone. My remark was just comedy, in line with the tone of the show. The contestants also seemed to enjoy it, and I saw no discomfort among the audience or the contestants or anyone present there.
Okay, so as you mentioned about the word, like you mentioned about the discomfort, how did you perceive the reaction of the contestant in the show? Please elaborate it to the court.
The contestant responded calmly and in a very charming way, the way which I expected the show to must go on, because I asked in a comic way how the contestant was feeling after their performance, and they responded well.
Okay, as you mentioned about a response, can you please elaborate and clearly specify what was the remark to the court and to the lordships?
Basically, what happened, Ria gave a very witty remark in that show, which showed her presence of mind, which impressed me. Manu also made a confident remark after her act. Everything was light-hearted and playful. There was no pressure, and all thing was very good.
Okay, so your lordships, it is very clear from Mr. Rajvi's stance that everything was under control. There was no coercion. There was no discomfort on the face of the contestants. They were giving witty replies. They were matching the vibe of the show. They were matching with the arguments and remarks that the judges were passing. Thank you so much, Mr. Rajvi. Your Lordship, the Council seeks permission to call defense witness 4, Zaid Ibrahim, for examination in chief.
Permission granted.
Much obliged, Your Lordship. Mr. Zaid, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So please introduce yourself to the court, Zaid.
It's not visible in this on the screen. Who is Zaid Ibrahim? Okay, now you are visible, Zaid.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Zaid Ibrahim, and I am 35 years old.
Okay. So, Zaid, how you were associated with that show?
Ma'am, I was one of the audience, a person was in the audience side, who was enjoying and attending the show.
Okay. So, as you mentioned that you were there as an audience, what did you notice?
The show was very nice. I really enjoyed. I had a great time over there, and specifically leaving the judge behind, though the judges were too great at their panel, the contestant had my eye over there. They were so witty, so humor. They had a great sense of humor. They were sarcastic and very enjoyable.
Can you please describe the environment of the show, like whatever you have observed, as you mentioned right now?
Everyone in the show was enjoying, like me as an audience, the judges, and the specifically contestants. Everyone enjoyed the whole show, and just all of that went in a smooth flow, like smooth like butter, I would say.
Okay. So, as you mentioned about the performance of the contestants, please be specific and tell the court what you have noticed during the performance of particular contestants.
Particular contestants like Boo.
Or the one who you witnessed on that day performing.
Yeah. Uh, I got my eyes was like I was very charmed up and very fascinated by the performances of Manu Sharma and Riya Singh. They
Okay.
both were very great on the stage.
Okay. So, as you mentioned about Riya, please tell what you have noticed about Riya on that stage.
Riya, that contestant was like giving the whole charm thing in the show. The whole show was like the whole show was at this level, and after Riya did a performance, it went like here. So
Okay, so
yeah,
so
it was too
what
great to see
was
her.
what was the reaction you can feel on her face? Like both of the contestants, you have mentioned that they performed very well. So what you have felt, the energy or whatsoever you noticed about them while they were performing?
They both were very confident at the first. Then they were very like giving a great vibe to everyone, the judges and the audience. And then they knew what they were saying about the questions they were asked about, also the humor, the fun. the roles they had on themselves, and specifically their answers, their witty, banterful answers to the judges.
So
Those
you
were like
mentioned about
very nice.
okay. So you mentioned about the witty answers. So you remember any answer that she has given that day?
Who, Ria?
Also,
Please,
Anybody that you remember?
speaker two, please let me know what had happened. Were you raising your hands?
Lordship leading the witness.
Please don't ask any leading question, counsel,
Your
And it
lord,
has
because it is an examination in chief and you are not allowed to ask any leading question. The
your
question,
lordship.
the tendency of the question must not be leading. The characteristics of the question must be in examination in chief. Please mindful.
Your, yes, your lordships. Your lordships. Whatever answer the witness is giving, I'm just arising the question out of it. So I'm taking
Sure,
care
sure.
of the instructions on it.
You can make your point.
that
You can do
Yes,
whatever you would like to do, but please try
yes,
to understand that
yes, yes.
do not ask any kind of reading question.
Yes,
Please go ahead.
yes, your
Speak
lordship.
further. Thank you.
So, Zaid, you mentioned your lordships. I want 2 minute extension so that I can conclude with the last question with my witness.
Extension granted, please. But please
Thank you
conclude
so.
as soon as possible.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, your lordship. So Zaid, as you mentioned about the witty remark, do you remember anything of that sort from that day? That you can specify the quote, whatever remark they have said.
Uh, about
again,
who?
yes, your lordship.
Your lordships,
Will
Zaid himself has mentioned that there was performance that he witnessed, so there's nothing leading here. I'm asking what he has seen on that show.
defense counsel, how can you say that this is the leading question?
Your lordship, because the question is leading towards a particular answer. However, the question should be open-ended, where the witness is allowed to state the answer in a very neutral way. However, this very question is leading to a particular answer.
No, your lordships.
Okay.
Your lordships, I object here because whatever answer that witness is giving, I am arising questions out of it. So this clearly means that there's not no leading question in it. I'm
This
arising
is not
questions out.
this is not the leading question, Mr. Counsel, Miss Counsel. Please proceed further.
Much obliged, your lordships. So, Mr. Zaid, you remember you said that there was witty reply by the contestant. So, what exactly you remember anything of that sort you have heard that day? Please tell the court about it.
I remember when Manu came to stage, and she was like, man, shall I say the exact
Yes,
words
yes,
or
yes, exact
yeah?
words, whatever you remember. Yes.
What she said was, मैं यहाँ पे perform नहीं करने आई, मैं तो just यहाँ मजे करने आई हूँ, and which was like she gave, like she engaged all of the audience, like what she'll do, like let's see
Okay.
what will happen after a
Okay.
performance whatsoever she's planned. And
Okay.
also I remember Ria's witty reply to Mr. Rajveer when he asked such a question, like we were like, will she be answering this question?
Yes, if you
All the
remember, you can tell the court. Yes.
Yes. So all, like half of the audience was like, will she be answering this question or not? So or within the all, while we were thinking, the whole audience was thinking about this question. She said that I will tell you the count if you will be a part of it, like something like that. She said,
Okay,
and
thank you so much, Mr. Zaid. Your Lordship, it's very clear and evident that the kind of remarks that the prosecution witnesses have passed, it clearly says that they were confident, they were there to reply to the remarks of the judges, and there was no discomfort because these kind of remarks can't come out from the mouth of any person who is facing disregard and discomfort throughout the show. Thank you so much, Your Lordships. That's all from my end.
Thank you so much. Please go ahead. What is the next proceeding?
Uh, your lordship, the defense speaker to request.
Sorry, but just kindly let me know who is the court master over here.
Sir, I'm the court master here. So now the defense side will come for the cross examination.
Got it.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Your lordship, the counsel for defense seeks permission to proceed with the cross examination.
Name, Miss Counsel.
Yes, your lordship.
What's your name? What's your name?
Ruth.
Okay,
Ruth.
please go ahead.
Your Lordship, the council would be first dealing with DW4, Zaid Ibrahim.
To
Mr.
cross-examine Mr. Zaid Ibrahim, okay? Prosecution witness.
Yes,
Got
defense.
it. Got it.
Mr. Zaid, as you have stated in your chief examination, that will she be able to answer this question? Like, will she be answering this question? Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Lordship, kindly please move your attention to this question. As the audience was so confused that will she be answering to this question, which itself states that the question was so derogatory that even the audience sitting over there was in a very
Ma'am, I
was
would like to interrupt you, but
you were. Please let me speak.
yeah.
Your
Pardon.
lordship's objection, she's trying to lead the she's trying to be derogatory and framing irrelevant remarks.
It is mandatory to extract the truth from the evidences from the witnesses. Miss Counsel, you are allowed to ask anything, but please try to understand. Do not ask any kind of question that may hurt the sentiments of the witness. Okay.
Your Lordship, the witness itself has stated that the audience was in a dilemma whether the complainant will answer that question, which itself states that the question was derogatory enough. That she be able to answer that question? That was my point. Now I would kindly please note that. I
Okay,
would like to
proceed,
move
proceed.
to another question.
Excuse me, ma'am. Before you ask another question, I would like to tell you that maybe you didn't get my point. I was telling the earlier, but you like framed another thing from your point.
I'm sorry.
What I said was the audience was really confused. Indeed, the audience was confused that will she answer the question. But again, the audience was confused to know that will she match the level of the humor the judges are passing on her. Not like in the sense that she felt derogated, she felt disrespected or discomfort of any kind. So
Witness,
she will not answer this question.
object you there. Witness, I believe you are somebody who is aware about your own feelings and your own beliefs, and somebody who is a spokesperson for a collective audience. Is that true?
Sorry, ma'am.
Let me rephrase it.
Yes.
Don't you feel that you are somebody who cannot tell that whether somebody is happy or not, or uncomfortable or not, and whether what did they mean by will she be able to answer to that question? As far
Ma'am,
as I remember,
as
astrologer, you
a
are
maybe as a person you can say that, but as an audience, like
yes,
a whole mass of audience was sitting over there.
Objection, your lordship, badgering the witness.
Lordship, sorry, excuse me, counsel, you are not audible. Defense counsel, you are not audible. Your voice is breaking completely.
Your lordship, I'm putting an objection because the prosecution counsel is badgering the witness. She is being derogatory.
Okay, please don't ask derogatory questions.
Your Lordship, I am not being, it's just the witness is not letting me finish my sentence.
Mr. Witness, you are here and you are under cross-examination. So you are just try to not try to not try to expose or something very important. Just try to understand the questions asked by the council and just answer the question, rational and relevant answer to that question. Okay. If you know, then please say I have I have an answer. If you don't have any idea about that, then please refuse and say that I don't have any idea. Okay.
My lordship, I'm getting your point, but just a small particle of doubt I'm having that maybe the defense counsel is not getting my point correctly. So that's why I'm interrupting the with all due respect.
Defense counsel, you will get the entire story of the Zaid Ibrahim. Are you aware about it or not?
Yes, your lordships.
The prosecution.
I'm talking about the defense counsel.
We are the defense counsel, your lordships.
Okay, and prosecution, you are.
Your Lordship, we have definitely gotten it. And that's why
Okay,
we
so
are
please go ahead. Please go ahead. Mr. Witness, you are just supposed to give the rational answers and not to explain the story. Okay?
Okay, my lordship.
Okay.
witness, you have also stated that Manu, in the very beginning of the act, has stated that मैं तो मजे करने आई हूँ. After was that in the beginning or after her act, like after all the interaction with the judges?
As far as I remember, maybe I can be wrong, but the statement was really saying that मैं मजे करने आई हूँ, talent दिखाने नहीं मजे करने आई हूँ. This thing was said, but I don't correctly remember the timing.
But as you have already stated in your chief, that she stated it exactly after her act. Is that true?
Yes, I said.
Yes, you said that.
Hmm.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Your lordship, as you may clearly see that the complainant has stated that in the very beginning of the like after her act, and not after the remarks which were passed towards her from the accused. As the accused has passed really derogatory statements as per the prosecution witnesses which we have examined. So the remarks has nothing to do with the statements, as she has stated.
Yes, Council,
Objection, your lordship.
do you have any more questions to ask with Zaid Ibrahim, or
Yes,
you are going to conclude your statement?
your lordships, I have objection. These questions are irrelevant.
Yes, Defense Counsel, please raise your objection. What is your objection? Can you please let me know?
The last question was irrelevant, your lordships.
How can you say that that is irrelevant to this proceeding, complete proceeding?
Not exactly from this proceeding, your lordship, but she is putting forth that what is the exact timing of that remark what Manu Sharma passed. How does it anyway matter if she has passed the remark after performance or after the remarks made by the judges?
If may
It is
I
evident
answer?
that she has passed.
May
Okay,
I
what is
please?
your answer, prosecution counsel?
In any criminal proceeding, if I may say, timing is very important.
Yes,
If
timing is important, but how does it matter? How is it important that at what particular point of time someone has said something? If it is relevant to this case, then please elaborate. And if it is not, then please go ahead for further proceedings.
I would like to elaborate that, your lordship.
Okay.
If the complainant would have stated the exact same statement after
Yes.
the comments passed by the accused, then we could have
Yes.
said that yes, the complainant was enjoying it. However, she has passed that comment before the accused have passed their comments, which is
Okay.
which it is safe to say that the complainant was feeling that complainant was having fun before before the comments were passed by the accused.
Okay.
If
Got
she,
it. Got it.
sorry,
Counsel, please try to conclude.
yes, yes, your lordship. Witness, you have also stated that
Court Master, we are running out of time, or we have time to conclude?
We can resume the time, no worries.
Okay, sure. Please go ahead.
yes, witness, you have also stated that everybody was laughing, and
Ma'am.
the complainants were smiling. Is that true?
Your voice is cracking a bit. The last part of your question wasn't able to.
You said that everybody was laughing, and in specific, the complainants, they were smiling, right?
Yes, ma'am. It was a comic show, so everyone must be
No,
laughing over there, right?
please reply yes or no. Were they smiling?
Yeah.
Isn't it possible, witness, that if somebody is feeling uncomfortable and is nervous, isn't it obvious that smile is the very first reaction out of some person?
I don't think so, ma'am.
All right. You don't think so. It's all right. It's all right. The council would like to proceed with the DW2, that is Rajveer Batliwala.
Please proceed.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you.
Mr. Batliwala, you are
Just one thing I would like to add over here. Please speak little louder because it is very tough for me to get all the things that you are doing over there. Okay.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Mr. Batliwala, you are a podcaster and a business owner. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And you agree that you have hosted several shows and conducted interviews and appeared on reality TV shows. Isn't that so?
Yes, that's correct too.
All right. You were invited as a guest judge on 25th of December 2024.
Yeah, that's also correct.
Okay. And do you agree that you directly interacted with the complainants?
Yes, I did.
And you have asked one of the complainants, have you ever walked in on your parents engaged in a sexual encounter? Yes or no?
My Lordship, as I would like to elaborate on this, just like social media, another person, the opposition counsel does not have context in this statement. And the opposition counsel is missing the context of my statement, which I stated. Did you say your parents having in your sexual intercourse? My context was in the context of the topic was going on embarrassing moment. The stage performer was explaining her moments, her embarrassing moments, and the her performance was over. That's why, to calm her down and to boost her confidence, I asked a simple question, which I think was in a funnier context. That's why, my lordship, I put such a question in front of her.
Yes, I would
That's the
like
whole
to.
context. And in that context, opposition counsel, I would like to say yes, I did know what I was saying.
Uh, Opposition counsel, you are doing cross examination, right?
Indeed, Your Lordship.
Okay, so please ask direct questions and try to expose the witness. That is your duty.
Uh, Mr. Rajvi Batliwala, you said to calm her down, you asked her this question that have you ever walked in on your parents and engaged in sexual encounter? You just
Objection, Your Lordship, repetitive questions.
Yes,
uh,
this is a repetitive question, your lordship. I've already explained it.
Okay, Miss Counsel, please proceed further and ask some other questions.
Your Lordship, before proceeding, I would like to interject. The witness is only supposed to answer my question and is not a spokesperson for the opposite team. You kindly please let the witnesses know. They are
Yes,
not.
witness, you are not here. You are not here to portray your story according to your version. You are just over there to answer the questions, relevant answer and rational answer to the questions asked by the Miss Counsel. So please try to understand and give the rational answers and don't make any kind of the excuse.
Pardon,
Yes,
your
Miss
lordship.
Counsel, please ask the questions to the witness.
Your Lordship.
Excuse me, Judge. The time is over.
Yes, who's
So,
this?
the time is over now. So, should we extend the time?
Extension, Your Lordship.
Can we extend the time for two more minutes?
Yeah, okay, sure. No.
Counsel, will you complete in 2 minutes, probably?
Indeed, Your Lordship.
Please proceed further and try to conclude your remark within 2 minutes. Okay.
Much obliged, Your Lordship. Witness, you have stated that this was the tone of the show, right?
Yes.
So, and do you agree that asking somebody about their body count is a sexually colored remark? Like it touches the sexual topic. Is that true?
No.
You don't agree to that?
No.
All right. But do you agree that you have asked about body count and you have also stated that have you ever walked in on your parents being in sexual encounter?
Yes, I do agree. I have stated both of the statements.
Right. All right. Uh, could you please also let me know that you and your co-accused derive profit from the show? Is that true?
No, no. I
No.
was
All right. Sorry.
no. The answer
Okay.
was
And
no.
could you know that was this recorded in front of a live audience?
Yes, this was recorded in front of live audience.
And later the clips were circulated by the producer of the show. Is that true?
No,
Then the clips were not circulated by the show, like the organizers of the show.
No, the clips, I would specially mention, clips was not regulated by the producer of the show.
Your Lordship, I would like to please gain your attention to the memorial of the council, the Defense Council.
Okay, please. Which part of the memorial?
Just a second, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, it is page 24.
Please read it out.
And indeed, Your Lordship. The subsequent acts of recording, editing, and broadcasting, uploading, and disseminating the said content through digital platforms were executed solely by the organizers, producers, and broadcasters of the event.
Objection, Your Lordships.
Yes.
It was only about the content that was the whole content, not the fragmented clips. Those clips were fragmented and broken down and were circulated in the internet by the fans of that show, not by the organizers.
Okay, not by the producer or any stakeholder of the show,
Yes, Your
but by the
Lordships. It
fans
was
or by
the
some
whole
other
show
pages in
with
social
every.
media, right?
Yes. Yes, Your Lordships. Yes.
Okay,
The
please,
show,
defense, please conclude your
prosecution, Your
cross-examination.
Lordships.
The Lordship, however, there is,
Sorry.
it's mentioned that they are stating about the whole episode. It is stating about the dissemination on digital platforms and uploading and disseminating. There is no mention of the episode.
And also, Your Lordships, there's no mention about the clips in that particular line that Miss Counsel is stating in front of Your Lordships.
Okay, noted.
That's it, Your Lordship.
Now
Thank
the prosecution side may now begin their cross-examination.
The council seeks permission to proceed with the opening statement, closing statement.
Sure. Proceed further.
Much obliged. Your Lordship, in the present case, the two women went to the show just to have fun. However, when they presented the acts, they were subjected to remarks that were not just derogatory, however, apologies. However, they degraded them and hurted their dignity. Your Lordship, as to prove the sections that are leveled against the accused, the prosecution has to first establish that how the essential ingredients of the sections are attracted in the very case. Your Lordship, moving forward, for the very first section, that is section 79 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, that is outraging the modesty of a woman. Your Lordship,
what is modesty? What is modesty? What is modesty, Counsel?
Your Lordship, modesty is something that a woman carries by birth that is not to be hurted, that clearly defines her dignity, Your Lordship. That is
in any case, Supreme Court said that only female can be modest, male cannot be modest. If you have any idea about it, and if
Lordship,
you read if you have read the judgment about IPS officer and IAS officer Rupan Deol Bajaj versus KPS Gill.
Indeed, Your Lordship.
Major Singh versus State of Punjab and KPS Gill versus Rupan Deol Bajaj.
Indeed, Your Lordship. I would like to. Do you want me to state that particular case?
Just add one or two lines. What is outrage? What is the modesty in your words?
Your Lordship, as per.
Do you think that this is subjective or objective? Modesty.
Your Lordship, could you please rephrase it?
It is subjective or objective? Just to understand your opinion. Just try to understand your opinion. Modesty is subjective or objective? Okay, if you don't have an answer, then please proceed further. No issue.
I would like to answer to that, Your Lordship.
Sure.
Lordship, I believe, in my opinion, modesty is something which is objective. A woman carries it by the birth, so it is not subjective to something.
Okay,
If I
okay. Please proceed, Lord, Miss Council. Go ahead.
oblige, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, for to outrage the modesty of the women, the remarks that were made against them, they are supposed to be obscene, which brings me to the another section, that is section 294 of the BNS, that is sales of goods and books uh, containing obscene material.
Got it.
The very first essential ingredient is the transmission. Your Lordship, the defense has very viably said that they have no hands in these. However, the clips were circulated as they have said that the show is entirely visible to only the adult consented audience. However, the public dissemination by their only PR is uh, their only PR has made it available to the minors as well as it is circulated publicly. So the
Okay.
transmission dissemination is eccentric in this very case.
But it
Also,
has not been disseminated on the part of this any stakeholder, not on the part of accused, not on the part of any other person who was there, but it has been circulated by the person who was not the part of the game, who was not part of the complete the stakeholders of the or comedy show.
Your Lordship, as per the facts, if we go by the facts, it is clearly written that it was circulated by their PR team.
By the PR team.
Indeed, Your Lordship.
PR team of whom?
Of the accused. By the show,
Okay.
the PR team of the show. And indeed, Your
Got it.
Lordship, the co-accused is the producer. He is also liable for it if the PR team.
Anyhow the contents came out of the show and it has been circulated all across the country on every social media platform, right?
Yes, indeed, Your Lordship. As it
Sure.
was meant only for the paid subscribers, adult consenting adults. But it is now
Okay.
disseminated into the minors as well, Your Lordship. So
Okay.
everybody is, yeah, everybody can see to it. And indeed, Your Lordship, for any material to be obscene, it must be lascivious, it must be prurient in interest, and must have the tendency to deprave and corrupt the society. Lordship,
Okay.
as speak about lascivious, it is something which arouses the lustful feeling. Your Lordship, it is very evident as the question that was asked by the accused, have you ever walked in on your parents engaged in sexual encounter? Your Lordship, the very reference of sexual brings to my
This is this
imagination
is this is really very problematic.
indeed, Your Lordship, that brings that very exact imagination in my head, which is definitely passes the ingredient of being lascivious.
But council, once again, it is something that is very subjective. If you are in India, then you may think that this is not right because your culture, your traditions will not allow these kind of things or these kind of activities in public. But if you see from the eyes of some other person from the United States or from any other direction, then you could find that yes, there is no problem. If something is there, it is something. If it is a fact, then it is a fact. So how can you say that that is very outrageous and this couldn't have been done? And please make your point. It is just my observation over this case. So please go ahead.
As I would like to say that every country has its own different laws
Yes.
because of its culture. In India,
Okay.
we do not follow the westernized culture, and in my opinion, it shouldn't be normalized.
What do you think? This is not the part of Article 19(1)(a), speech and expression. If someone is speaking something, then how can you say that that is not the part of Article 19(1)(a)?
Your Lordship, I have something related to that if I could speak on to it.
Mr. Court Master, whether she has a time or she has to conclude.
She has to conclude because the time
Council,
is
please
over.
conclude.
All right, Your Lordship. After that, Your Lordship, it must have the tendency to deprave or corrupt the society. As per the testimony testified by the prosecution witness 3, that is Ayushi Kalra, she has very well she has very well testified this, that in the social circle, the girls are being slut shamed. And also the backlash, it was the backlash was after the backlash, the accused, he deleted all the episodes, which was very
Hmm.
evident that the backlash
Hmm.
was also reflected towards the accused. That
Hmm.
is, the contemporary society, the societal standards didn't accept those questions
Hmm.
and
Okay.
believe that it might deprave or corrupt the society.
Sure.
Uh,
Okay,
that
please
was
conclude, counsel. Then I'll give the permission the other side to make their closing remarks.
Your Lordship, at last, I would just like to touch the topic that Riya Singh that Riya Singh has made comment like, if you want to know about my body count, you have to be included in that count. Your Lordship,
Sorry,
when
sorry,
a
please come again. What she said? If you would like to know the body count, then what to do?
yes, Your Lordship, she said, if you want to know about my body count, you have to first get included in that body count. Your Lordship, when a woman who is standing in front of a live audience and is subjected to such questions where she first hesitated to reply, but she's yet pestered onto the questions to reply, what will be the natural
You
reaction, Your
mean you
Lordship?
mean she was not consented to express these things, and she was subject to any kind of pressure or undue influence by the accused to speak like in that particular manner or behavior?
Not by the accused, but Your Lordship, by the environment she was pressured. She was on a stage in front of a live audience. There were numerous people in front of her.
Okay.
If she would have directly left the show, it would have been even more embarrassing
Okay.
for
Okay.
her.
Counsel, please conclude. Please conclude.
That's it, Your Lordship. The defense would like to just say at the end that after all this, the defense demands the accused to be convicted for the offences leveled against them, that being Section 79, Section 294 of the BNS, and Section 67 of the IT Act.
Sure.
That
Now the defense side may begin their closing statement.
The council seeks permission to begin with the closing argument.
Yes. Permission granted.
Your Lordship, on 25th December 2024, the now controversial episode of Indiana's Got Blatant was filmed. Contestants like Ravi Kumar, Riya Singh, and Manu Sharma performed with enthusiasm. They joked, replied, and even teased the judges back. The audience laughed, clapped, and cheered. The atmosphere was festive, not hostile. There was no sign of coercion, discomfort, or humiliation. After the show, there was a customary debrief, a standard practice by the producer to ensure no unintended harm had occurred. All participants confirmed they were fine. No one expressed distress. No complaint was filed. In fact, as later testimony confirms, many were excited and thrilled at the idea of going viral. They took selfies. They left smiling. This is further supported by the testimony of Riya Singh's sister, who stated that Riya was cheerful after the show and herself remarked that she was looking forward to becoming viral. Such behavior is wholly inconsistent with the allegation of humiliation or harassment and strongly supports the defense case that there was neither objection nor harm at the relevant time. Your Honor, this is not truly a case of crime, but rather an exaggeration arising from certain short clips that the show went viral on social media. Those clips were taken out of context and stripped of the comedic framework in which they were performed. The individuals who are now raising objection were never present at the event and have no understanding of the show's format or the consent given by the participants. Their reaction is based on perception, not on the legal
Counsel,
reality of what
counsel,
happens. Yes.
counsel, what is the bottom line? Where you will stop your idea that you are ready to express every single thing, and you are taking the defense of Article 19(1)(a), right to speech and expression. So what is
Just,
the bottom line?
just,
Kaha,
just after concluding my statement, just after stating this, I'll be asking certain question, then I'll be concluding with Article 19.
sure, please go ahead. Then it's okay.
Uh, The individuals who are now raising objection were never present at the event and have no understanding of the show's format or the consent given by its participants. Their reaction is based on perception, not on the legal reality of what took place. Your Lordship, I want to ask certain question to the prosecution counsel. If they felt uncomfortable earlier with the question asked, then why didn't they back off from the stage? Why were they answering to the question asked by the judges sarcastically? As evident from the clip that they were replying to the comments of the judges. And Your Honor, I also want to ask the question to the learned counsel that what took them so long to think that their legal rights have been infringed. As Your Lordship, they filed the FIR after a month. Your Lordship, the prosecution has placed reliance on certain WhatsApp chats to suggest wrongful intent on the part of the accused. However, with respect, these chats do not establish any criminal intention. Your Lordship, if we read them in proper context, they were nothing more than light-hearted exchanges made in preparation for roast-style comedy show. The purpose was humor, to create laughter and entertainment, not to harass, insult, or cause harm. Mere informal conversation, especially when aimed at building a humorous performance, cannot be stretched to prove criminal intent. The chats reflect preparation for satire, not preparation for crime. Your Lordship, I want to ask question to every individual who is connected to this case that merely discussing to make one's comedy show humorous, more satirical, more dark comedy for the consented public, does that prove mens rea? Now let us test the prosecution's allegation against the laws they rely upon. The first one is Section 294 of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. It says, Your Lordship, it says obscene act in public place. Public place. First of all, I would like to explain what is obscene. Your Lordship, obscene is something that is capable of depraving the mind of individual who are watching it, and that too in a public place. That comes under the ambit of Section 294 of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. But in the case, it was on a private subscription only platform, not free to air, not accidentally accessible to children, as held in the Pavan Kumar versus State of.
Who has circulated this video clips in the social media on the social media platforms? Can you please
The certain audience who were just who just saw the clip.
But the prosecution is claiming that these video clips have been circulated by the producer, by the director, by the stakeholders, by the officials of the comedy circuit.
It is totally vague as mentioned in the clip and the testimony. It was just circulated by the fans, not the producer.
Any random person has circulated this video clips, and it has nothing to do with the officials of the society or anything that they are controlling and run their business.
Exactly, Your Lordship. And they didn't circulated the whole video, as certain short clips made the public outrage go beyond level, and that was all the public was saying, and that was just outrage.
Okay,
I
please
now
go further.
as held in the Pavan Kumar versus State of Haryana case, satire does not amount to obscenity.
Can you please let me know the citations of the case?
Uh, Actually, I haven't mentioned it. It is mentioned in the memorial.
But you must understand, but you must know the citations, no?
SCC. Right.
4 or 5 cases may be there by the same name.
Your
So how can I determine that this the particular case that you are mentioning?
Your Lordship, SSC only.
No issue, no issue. It is not the citation. Citation is 2016 SCC something something. This is the citation. This is not the citation that it is on the SCC. Every single case is on the SCC. Okay, please go further. What is the name of the case that you have just mentioned?
Pavan Kumar versus State of Haryana.
Great, go ahead.
And these cases which I'm telling is mentioned in the memorial.
Okay.
Inside. Can I continue?
Please continue. Please continue.
Okay. The second one is Section 79 of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. This requires an unwelcome act against a woman's will, but here contestant voluntarily joined, signed consent forms, and even engaged playfully during the show. As mentioned in the memorial para 23 of the page number 35 of the case, Rupan Deol Bajaj versus KPS Gill. In this, the court held that intent and absence of consent are vital. Here, consent was explicit and intent was humor, not harassment. And the third section levied by the prosecution is Section 67 of Information Technology Act. This is, Your Honor, this punishes transmitting obscene content to the public. But in the instant case, but the show was behind a paywall, accessible only to the consenting adult. It was a contextual comedy, not obscenity.
Counsel, please conclude because you're running out of the time.
Okay, Your Lordship.
Yes, what are you saying? Why are you raising your hand?
Your Lordship, the defense is relying that the clips were circulated by fans. However, in the facts, it is very clearly written. The PR group of the show has released various clips from the episode on social media.
PR group with Miss and Defense. PR group is associated with the company or not associated? It is doing their job independently.
Your Lordship,
Yes, Your Lordship.
Your Lordship, the PR group is the agent in this. And however,
Counsel
Your
is not
Lordship.
audible.
in
Your Lordship's PR team was doing their job independently, but the show was as a whole not responsible for the circulation of those fragments of the clips, as their PR team works differently. And the fans, when anything, a entire episode got aired, their clips are taken out or fragmented by the fans, and they are being circulated here and then in the online social media platforms. PR team performed their role, Your Lordships, but it was not the producers or the entirety of the show that who were responsible for the circulation of the clip.
Your Lordship,
Accused are anyhow accused are associated with the PR team or not? Just this is the question from the bench.
Your
Whether the
Lord,
accused are associated with the
Your
PR team
Lordships,
or PR team are doing their job independently and they have nothing to do with the accused and rest of the people they are implicated in this case.
Your Lordship's PR teams never carry malicious intentions. Their work is to promote the show for good causes. But the fragments of the clips, there is no direct relation between the organizers of the show and the PR team. Both work independently. The show is for the contestant to evaluate their talent, and the PR team works for the promotion of the show. That's all, Your Lordships.
Got it. Please conclude. Defense, please
Please,
conclude.
can you conclude the
The
statement? The
counsel
time
is
is
for the
almost over.
extension of 2 minutes to
Okay,
conclude.
please come one by one. I'm confused. Who is speaking right now?
I'm the court master.
Two
I'm
different.
speaking right now. Actually, the time is almost over. So can you please just wrap it up fast?
Okay.
Please wrap it fast within 2 minutes. I'll wrap it up.
Okay, thank you, Lordship. This case is not about crime. It is about how art and satire can be misunderstood in today's digital world. If we punish artists simply because someone later takes offensive, we risk silencing free expression altogether. Your Honor, Your Lordship, if this case is allowed to continue, it will directly harm artistic freedom. The law should not be used to silence creativity. If people start believing that their talent, humor, or performance can be treated as a crime just because someone later feels offended, they will be too afraid to come forward and perform. Instead of encouraging art, we'll be discouraging it. Such a decision would create fear, not freedom, and would go against the spirit of Article 19 of our Constitution and international
Got it.
principle that protects the freedom of art and culture. Artistic,
Got it.
Your Lordship.
Please conclude. We are running out of the time.
Okay, Your Lordship. I just want 1 minute to conclude my statement, Your Lordship.
Yes, please.
At last, I would like to conclude that say that artistic freedom is a principle that allows artists to create, share, and perform without fear of censorship or punishment. This right is protected under international human rights law, including the Article 19 of the ICCPR. So therefore, we respectfully submit that charges under Section 294 Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 79 of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and 67 of the Information Technology Act are not made out. So the defense counsel plead before this honorable court to quash all the three charges levied on my clients. The only just verdict here is acquittal, and acquittal. Thank you, Mani.
Sure.
Thank you, counsels. It is requested to our judges to please provide their valuable feedbacks to the participants.
I think both of them have represented their case very diligently, very agility, and very religiously from prosecution, the lawyers and the defense lawyers. You have done your job tremendously. You have done your job. Your job is completely phenomenal, outstanding.
Your lordships, if due to any reason, if there was any glitch at the beginning, so we can, or you were unable to hear the opening statement, we can do it right now.
So I have all the clue. I have all the understanding about the case, and
Okay.
I can do. I will do the justice
Oh,
for all of you. Thank you.
thank you so much, your
Thank you
lordships.
so
Thank
much,
you.
Thank you
Lord.
so much. Thank you so much.
Now participants are